I'd like to call this meeting to order. Madam Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Elick?
Here.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Here.
Ms. Karstafen?
Here.
Mr. Hauser?
Here.
And Mrs. Seguin?
Here.
Would everybody please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And welcome to the August 24th, 2022 Elyria Board of Education meeting. I'd like to introduce our group up here. To my right is Board Member Mike Gebhardt. To his right is Board Member Elaine Sequin. I'm Greg Elick. To my left is Board Member Annie Karstafen. To her left is Board Member Len Hauser. To his left is our Superintendent Ann Slosh. And down on the end is our Treasurer Joy Clickinger. Okay, I believe we do not have any recognition or presentations today, but we do have somebody signed up. So Linda, you want to come on down? Linda signed up for 5 minutes. Is that microphone on there? Go ahead, it's your 5 minutes. Fire away.
You might have to turn it on, right on the outside. No, up on the top?
Right here.
Yep, I believe so.
Is that it? Is that it?
No.
Go ahead again.
Okay, I'll
Speak into the mic.
My name is Linda Ivey-Gaga. I'm a 6th grade teacher at Northwood Middle School, and I'm also the Elyria Education Association president. I'm here today to welcome all of the board members back to the 2023 school year, and on behalf of the Elyria Education Association members, we invite you to personally visit each and every one of our buildings in our district, from pre-K to 12th grade, to see your staff and your students in action firsthand. Varying the time of day of your visit is important. Early morning visits will allow you to observe arrival procedures, greet our students, and join them for breakfast. That would leave time to visit multiple classrooms and departments, and also witness transition times. If you visit in the late morning or afternoon, you could socialize with our students during their lunchtime and be a part of our school dismissal as well. I would love you to witness for yourselves how dedicated the educators of this association are. You can see with your own eyes how we work together to ensure our students are provided the best educational experience possible throughout the entire school year. Not just from August to June, but even in the summer months. Making time in your schedule to visit during all points of the school year, the beginning, pre and post holiday, and the end of the year will give you a full picture of the magnitude of this undertaking. Please keep in mind that in all that you observe, even after the most demanding school day ends, the responsibilities of our members continue. Members dedicate extended hours to coaching, mentoring, and tutoring others, lesson plan creation, shopping for their classrooms, prep work for the next days of classroom activities, volunteering on district committees, and creating curriculum, all in addition to the demands of their own family obligations. I marvel at all of our members, what they're capable of accomplishing. And I know that they are an asset to this district. I know that if you make the time to witness this firsthand, you will recognize it too. Thank you for your time, your support, and let's have a great 2022-23 academic year.
Great, thank you, Linda.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we have no other presentations or visitors, so we'll move along on the agenda here. The minutes for the August 15th, 2022 and the August 17th, 2022 meetings have been posted, and do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion by Board Member Karstafen. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Board Member Gebhardt. Any questions or comments? With none, Madam Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Ms. Karstafen?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Seguin?
Aye.
And Mr. Elick?
Aye, motion carries. Madam Treasurer, do you have action items for us this evening?
Yes, just a couple. I have the monthly financial reports for the month of July, and we have a donation from United Way for Greater Lorraine County of school supplies and backpacks valued at $2,400 that we would like to acknowledge and express appreciation for. And those are my items.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the treasurer action items?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Board Member Sequin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Board Member Hauser. Comments and questions? Madam Treasurer, I do have a question on your appropriations report that you included, and if you don't have the answer, you can send it to the board. My concern is on the, what is that, line item, 031 for classroom facilities maintenance. We start off with 183,000 appropriated, and then we have a carryover of 57, which adds up to what, about 240,000. We've already encumbered POs of like 300,000. So I just want to make sure, does that have anything to do with all of this, or is that something different?
No, that's the $500,000 that we have for maintenance of the new buildings. So
Okay.
there will be money coming in that will eventually be added to that. It'll be fine.
So, well, then why did we only appropriate 183?
Because we don't have final appropriations, you've got temporary appropriations.
Oh, okay, so those are all temporary that are in there now? Okay. All right, thank you. Other questions or comments? With none, Madam Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. Seguin?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Ms. Karstafen?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
And Mr. Elick?
Aye, motion carries. Okay, any other things for us this evening, Madam Treasurer? No? I don't believe we have anything for the OFCC today. So moving along here, Madam Superintendent, you have action items for us this evening.
I certainly do. Thank you. First of all, to approve the interagency agreement for 22-23. To approve, first field trip for girls golf team to the LPGA Dana Open in Highland Meadows. I think that used to be
Nice.
the Jamie Farr.
Oh, nice.
But that concludes my action items.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the superintendent action items?
So moved.
Motion by Board Member Hauser, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Board Member Gebhardt. Any questions or comments? With none, Madam Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Ms. Karstafen?
Aye.
Mrs. Seguin?
Aye.
And Mr. Elick?
Aye, motion carries. Okay, I wasn't even aware that we actually had a girls' golf team, but I think
We
that's outstanding.
do. Actually,
So-
right now, the lowest scoring, they're on the boys' team, then the lowest scoring golfer is a female.
No, that's outstanding. So she's actually, so this is for the girls' team or the boys' team?
It's the girls' team, but they play with the boys because there's not a lot of girls' teams around. So I think they're just taking the females.
But at the end of the year, they get to play in the girls' state stuff, correct?
Yes,
Is that how
if
that
they go
works?
there, yeah.
Okay. All right, so let me see. It looks like, Madam Superintendent, there are no other items. Would you like to go over your personnel action items?
I would, and bear with me, there's quite a few. First of all, to approve the resignation agreement of a public employee. Next, to approve the appointment of the following certified staff. As you can see, we're getting subs. Next, to approve the unpaid leave of absence for the following certified staff member. To approve the supplemental contracts for the following certified staff. To approve the appointment of the following administrative staff as detailed below. To approve the appointment of the following classified administrative staff as detailed below. I'm sorry, that should not be administrative. That is
Just
an error,
classified
it's
staff.
just classified staff, so I want to note that. As you can see, the SROs have started, but the contracts are rolling in. Next, to approve the memorandum of understanding between the Elyria School District and ESS. This is one of two MOUs. This one is about a vacation rollover due to COVID with the inability to take some of the vacation, we're allowing one more year of rolling a few days over. The next is a memorandum of clarification, which has to do with updates in the new contract of retro to the 5 sick days, and there were a few errors in the salary schedule that we caught. And then the last MOU with ESS is we are switching over the personal attendants, which used to be substitutes, to special ed paras, so that they, these are individuals that work with some of our highest need students, and they were working as subs. So now they're going to be paid along with special ed paraprofessionals, and I think we'll have less of a problem finding attendance. So it's a good move, and these were all updates from our new contract. And that concludes my personnel action items.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the superintendent's personnel action items?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Board Member Gebhardt and a second by Board Member Karstoffen. Any questions or comments? Madam Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Ms. Karstafen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
And Mr. Elick.
Aye, motion carries. Madam Superintendent, just real quick, on the subs, how many subs are we at currently?
We're roughly, I want to say, around 35.
Ooh, boy.
You know, a lot of our subs that we've had in the past have been hired in this upcoming year as the building subs that are in the building. So a lot of the names you'll see as building subs were formerly teachers that were in our, or subs in our daily pool. So number of contracts are still out that are coming in from folks that were sent out through the summer and making follow-up phone calls to see if they're still interested in subbing this year.
But we do have 10 or 11 building subs, so they come every day no matter what.
Okay.
And then 35 on top of that can do daily. But it is a huge problem across the state,
And,
everywhere.
Last year, I remember someone asked the question about, maybe it was an associate's degree subbing, and you had said that there might be some talks on it.
There are some laws that have been extended that allow for changing what you can have. We have looked at those and are looking at those. Some of my colleagues that did that, it did not increase their pool that much. There's also something, a law, I believe it was House Bill 1, that allowed 18-year-olds, as long as they had a diploma. And we chose not to do that right away, just because, you have 18-year-olds teaching 18-year-olds or what have you.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
But we are looking into the associate's degree.
Yeah.
Is our rate, I think we adjusted that either a year or two ago at $135 a day. Is that still competitive, or is that something that
It's
should
still
be-
competitive. I heard Lorraine was lowering theirs back down. They were at 200 for a while.
Oh, wow.
But it is still on the higher end of the county.
Okay.
And we'll watch that during the year to see if we need to. But yes, it will be an issue, hopefully, with COVID kind of tempering down. We won't have as many absences.
Well, pre-COVID, didn't we have like 100 or something on the roll?
Yeah.
Probably 5 to 10 years ago, we used to have over 200.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's just slowly gotten to be less.
Okay.
But we were running around 100 right before COVID.
All right, well, keep us posted on that.
Sure will.
Obviously, that's very important, so. All right, Madam Superintendent, do you have a superintendent report for us today?
I do. I just want to say thank you to all of our staff. A wonderful last week and first day. I even had a parade of teachers that sang through my office today. They really enjoyed the staggered start. It gave them a chance to get to know their students and all of that, but I enjoyed their little parade. I told them not to go into music education. But so we hearing a lot of positives. We also kicked off 180 Days of Awesome. We gave them a book and a lot. I got a few awesome reports. Also, kudos to Aramark especially Aramark, for the wonderful food. The picnic was a big hit. We had 350-plus staff members out there, and I think it was a great event that hopefully will become an annual thing, as well as our opening. I think we all had a great day. I want to give kudos to the operations department. The buildings look great, and they've worked very hard to get them ready. And also, we had open houses this week, and they were packed. We are at a higher enrollment right now than we were the last 2 years at this time. So we are seeing a lot of new families, and that's exciting. And we'll keep you posted on enrollment once it levels out.
Okay,
So
great. And then, do you have any timetable on when this, is Brian here? How close we're getting to this being done here with everything, this building?
We're in the final stages of punch list items. There were some electrical issues that we were waiting on a part to ship. They're finally in, so that will trigger a number of other activities with the HVAC system. So we're probably a month or so.
But they're all relatively minor
Correct.
follow-up? And is that the same with Crestwood over there too? Or do we
Crestwood's
have-
looking good. I just got word today that we're very much on track for our temporary certificate of occupancy
Okay.
to start over there the Tuesday after Labor Day with the
Good.
kids. So
Great.
moving next week, so
Okay.
we're moving in.
All right, well, if you
What-
need any help, call Mike, he's available, so.
We'll do.
if I could mention one more thing, you're going to see coming up at the meetings, the departments and some of the building staff, we're going to start a regular rotation of presentations, so you can hear about what's going on in the district from departments and also staff and maybe even some students.
Well, let's sit down and talk about that beforehand, because I would like to get some meetings on the road at these
Sure.
new facilities. So
Sure.
maybe we can time those
Time
up
together.
while we're at
Sure.
the location, so. All right, great, thanks, Madam Superintendent. Okay, Board of Education, anything here for the good of the cause that we have today, board members?
That was a nice article, Ann. Very nice, very
Thank you.
positive.
Thank you.
The reset.
Thank you.
That was good.
EC game didn't turn out like we planned.
I've been assured it was just practice. The best is yet to come.
I hope so. Also, that Aramark party, that was excellent. I couldn't believe the people there. The food was excellent. It was a good time,
And you didn't win anything.
and I didn't win anything. I went by Eastern Heights was it last night? Open house, 2 nights.
Ely was,
Depends on middle school or elementary. They had one each night.
Oh, I don't know, but I went by there and I couldn't believe the cars in the parking lot.
oh, good.
So that was a great turnout, it looked like.
Always like to see the parents involved, so that's outstanding. Any other things for the good of the cause? All right, we do not have an executive session, so that's it. Do I have a meeting to adjourn? Board member Karstoffen, do I have a second? Gebhardt, Madam Treasurer, call the roll to roll us out.
Ms. Karstafen?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt? Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
And Mr. Elick?
Aye, motion carries, meeting adjourned.